Has anybody ever tried to film an intro with a dog chewing on their tripod? Because that's where we are today. All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. I swear, having a new puppy and trying to get work done, you just shouldn't even try. Absolutely shouldn't try. Today we filmed this really easy everyday makeup look using some of my favorite products as well as some like oldie but goodies. And we did a little sneak peek at some new lashes that I've been wearing as well. So if y'all want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. All right, you guys, I actually have already primed my face in all my glory, you know? This is what it is. With the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I love this. It's an oldie, but I really love it, and it's been wearing really nicely underneath my foundation. I also got a sample of the Base Tape Primer from Tarte, and I think I'm really liking it. I'm an oily skin girl. Usually, my skin's definitely in like a transition right now. I'm not sure if it's the seasons or what's going on, but these have been my go-to, primarily this one. It just wears so nice underneath like everything. We are gonna go in with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I'm wearing the shade Barcelona. I freaking love this stuff. I go back and forth between this and the Tarte Hydroflex Foundation. I really like both of them. This is definitely more full coverage than the Tarte, but you can build up the Tarte. I kind of go back and forth. I really like both of them, and I really like the way that they wear. All right, for concealer, I'm going in with the new Tarte Powerflex Concealer. I have been loving this. It gives your under eye enough hydration to where the product it's gonna allow the product to move with your skin, if that makes sense. So it doesn't crease, it doesn't like cake. It really is flexible with your skin, which I really love. I learned this little trick, and I'm sure everybody in the world already knew it, but this right here, I learned it from my friend Bailey, and y'all, I love the way that it makes my skin look when I have makeup on. Also, my sponges that I use, I have like so many of them. There's a whole drawer full. This one's just not wet. So you can see when they're dry, they're this small. When they're wet, they're freaking massive. But these are actually on sale right now on Amazon. So I will link these exact ones below for you guys. I love them. They are so affordable too. And they are seriously way better than any of the name brand sponges I have ever used. Next up, I'm gonna go in with this OPV Beauty. I have really enjoyed this stuff. I got this in a boxy charm, and I'm really weird about translucent powders. I've tried a lot, don't like a lot of them. I usually gravitate toward my Fenty Beauty powder in the shade Butter. I love it. This is translucent, and it just wears so nicely. There's no fragrance to me at all, which I love. Granted, I do love the smell of the Fenty one, but it sets everything so nicely, and it is translucent, like I said, so it does not add any additional color to your skin. So I'm gonna put this everywhere that I put that concealer, just to make sure we are set and good to go. All right, next up, we're going in with the Arbonne pressed powder in the shade Tan. This is my favorite right now. It's really hard for me to find a good pressed powder, and I really love this one. It's also cruelty-free, vegan, and non-toxic. So if you are looking for something that's super clean, this is definitely the way to go. And I will put links to everything below. That way it makes everything super, super easy for you guys. And then anything that I have a coupon code for, I will list that below as well. All right, next up, we're grabbing the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I freaking love this. So this is in the shade Light Medium, which I kind of was nervous about being too light. It's absolutely perfect. I think it's way darker than it looks in pan. Plus, it's like the size of my head. But we're gonna put this on the contour areas of my face, a little on my cheeks, and down the sides of my nose, just to give a little bit of shape, and then we'll blend everything out here shortly. For a little bit of a contour, I'm gonna go in with this Milani bronzer. This is the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 02 Sunkissed. Big fan of this, have been for a long time. It's also incredibly affordable, which we love that. You can grab it at the drugstore. If you compare it to Park Avenue Princess, we can compare it to a lot of things. I can't even talk. But you're gonna notice it's just more cool toned. It's great just to pop a quick little contour in your cheekbone, and you don't have to be professional, you guys. This is seriously so dang easy to use. For blush, I'm using the Arbonne blush It's My Jam Duo in the shade Apricot. You can tell it is well loved. And it's funny, I don't know why that one side is more, I mean, I guess maybe I'm heavier handed on that side, but I've always blended the two shades together, or so I thought. And I love the way that this looks. I need to snag some more Tarte blushes. I have two, but I don't really like, it's not that I don't like the shades, I just want more options. And I usually am pretty heavy-handed with my blush, and then I will go in and blend everything out. All right, for eyeshadow, we are gonna be using the Wonder Beauty Wondrous Escape Palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, and I kind of forgot that I had it, and I started using it recently and absolutely loved it. So I'm kind of hooked on this right now, so we're gonna use this today. And the shades in here are so dang beautiful. You can do so much with this. You can do a bold look, a neutral look, a cool tone look, a purple look. There's literally so many options. So we're gonna stick with more of a neutral look today. So the first shade I'm gonna go in with is Nude Beach. We are going to pop that right in the crease and kind of all over to start with a good transition shade. So this palette is actually sold out on Wonder Beauty's site right now, but I was able to find it for you guys on Amazon. So I do have a link below for you guys, and it's less than 30 bucks. So if you're looking for a good palette that you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on, this is gonna be the one. All right, next up, we're gonna grab the shade Sunkissed, this one right here. It's such a beautiful mid-tone, like camel colored brown, and a fluffy crease brush like the MAC 217 Morphe M433. Whichever one that you have, I suggest grabbing the Morphe ones because they are so much more affordable. I just realized I forgot to pop on lip plumper, which is probably one of my favorite things about doing makeup. I love a good lip plumper. This is the one from Buxom. This is Plump Shot. This is their clear one. It's got collagen in it. It's gonna help reduce the fine lines and things in your lips. Absolutely love it. It does have like a peppermint, spearminty kind of tingle to it. It's not intense. If you're somebody who is looking for a good plumper that is not gonna light you up, this is gonna be the one. If you are looking for a plumper that is gonna light you up, one of my favorites is the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. I have the little trio of all of the different ones. I love the Maximum Plump. I love them all, but I kind of go back and forth so that my lips don't get used to it, because what happened was I was using this one so much, I didn't feel anything from it. And so I will actually go back and forth now so that I can feel them. And I really love them both, but I will put links to all of these below for you guys. Back to eyeshadow, we are gonna snag the shade Overnight, which is gonna be this dark brown right here. It is a great, like, dark chocolate. That's how I would describe it, as kind of like a dark chocolate, between a milk and a dark chocolate. It is beautifully pigmented. You can build it up, you can blend it out. It is so beautiful, and I'll show you how nice it blends. I think a lot of people get afraid of using dark shades because sometimes they just don't blend out right. This palette is going to give you grace. It's gonna allow you to blend everything effortlessly. And I'm just using a little pencil brush so that I can put the majority of that pigment in the outer corner. And then I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe M433 and just buff it out with no additional product on my brush. All right, and then to soften it up, I'm just gonna go back in with that shade Sunkissed, that mid-tone brown, and just soften any fine lines that we may have, mainly in that crease and right on the edge where we met that shade on the lid. All right, now we are gonna do our lower lash line. I'm gonna grab that same shade Overnight, that dark one. Pick it up on a MAC 212, which is gonna be a flat definer brush. You can also use the M432, pretty much the exact same brush. And we're just gonna stipple this into that lash line. All right, we're gonna grab the shade Sunkissed, and then we're gonna dip into Nude Beach, the lighter two shades. We're gonna start with Sunkissed and buff out that lower lash line. For our lid, I'm gonna go with the shade Moonlit, since this is like a daytime look for me. And I'm just gonna use my finger. I have loved using my finger for shimmer shades here recently. And I think it's because my nails have been a little shorter, so I've gotten the opportunity to really do it. Used to, my nails were so long, I physically could not put the shadow on my eye without making a mess. So now that they are not as long, I'm able to use my finger, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. It is going to be the best tool for these shimmers. And then to get to my inner corner, I will use a little brush just to blend everything out. Is that not so stinking pretty though? Oh, so beautiful. And quickly, with no extra product, we are just going to dust this in that crease just to make sure we have no harsh lines. We are going to use my favorite liquid liner right now. This is by Tarte. This is the Double Take liner. It's funny because I don't even use the other end really. Sometimes I will, but I've actually fallen in love with another liner I'm gonna share with you guys in a minute for my waterline. But I do love the liquid end of this pen. It's absolutely incredible. So I always repurchase these, and it's also nice too when you travel. If for some reason you do forget your other pencil liner, you've got one right here that you can use. All right, while my liner sets, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I have been loving the e.l.f., what's it called? Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and y'all, it's like $3, okay? Don't knock drugstore makeup ever, because there are some things in there that are just freaking good and will save you a ton of money by not going and buying the fancy schmancy name brand stuff, okay? This is absolutely phenomenal. And quite frankly, before I tried this one, I tried a similar product by a different brand, and I was not sure if I was gonna love it because it was more of like this crayon consistency, if you will. And so I was like, I was so used to using like the really thin brow pencils, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it quickly converted me. And then I found this more affordable one that does the same thing, and now I'm obsessed. It does my brows in literally half the time, and it's $3. We love a good steal. Also, I love being able to buy makeup online because I love the convenience of having it delivered to my door. But also, I like to make sure that I at least have like a backup plan or something in the drugstore that I can go buy if for some reason an order of mine doesn't come in. And that is this brow pencil for me, or at least how it started. Now it's the only thing I use. All right, next up we are gonna use the Persona 24-hour waterproof eye pencil. I love this thing. How many times can I say I love this thing? There's a reason that I love everything that's on my face. I wear it every single day, and I feel like I haven't done a video that's just like a get ready with me, especially specifically for you guys here. So it needed to be done. But I got this in BoxyCharm this month and have not turned back since I've started using it. So my other eyeliner has been retired. Granted, I can't even buy it anymore, so I needed to find something else. This right here is, it's incredible. It goes on so smooth. It does not take long at all for it to transfer onto your waterline, and it stays put. Look at the difference. It's so nice. Let's go ahead and dust away any excess powder, fallout. Sometimes I'll get a little brow hair here and there. And then we are going to go in with a highlighter. I am in the search of an incredible highlighter. I love this thing. Like, that is all that's left, but I love this highlight. It blends out on your skin so well. It does not like accentuate any texture or anything that you have going on, and it is, it's so good. So I'm looking for one to replace this one. So if you guys have suggestions, let me know, because there's a lot of them out there, and I'm picky. I'm picky. I don't like chunky stuff. I've tried some other brands before, and I put them on my face, and I'm like, oh my God, it looks like I've dipped my face in glitter, and it's just too much. I need something that's like perfectly, just perfect. And that was this for me, but I'm not going to be able to get it anymore, so I need to find I need to find something to replace it. For our lashes, we are going in with my curler. I always like to curl these. We are gonna put on false lashes. I'm gonna share with you guys a new style of lash that I've been loving, but I always curl my lashes and put at least one coat of mascara on just to make sure that my natural lashes blend really well with my falsies. And this is the Arbonne Speaks Volume mascara, and I love it. I really do. I know there's a ton of other mascaras on the market. There's a couple other ones that I need to try. I've tried the Gucci one and the Man Eater recently, and I really liked those. But I tend to always grab this one. So this one, like I said, it is from Arbonne, so it's vegan, it's non-toxic, it's cruelty-free, all that good stuff. It's also rated top 10 mascara in the world by Wall Street Journal, so we can't overlook that. Now that we pretty much have our whole face done, I'm gonna go pop on lashes and I will be right back. All right, we are back, and I just applied the Lashies in the style Baby Lash from Moxie Lash. These are the easiest lashes I've ever used in my life. So the Lashies are actually a nano grip technology. So you don't need any glue, any magnets, just a quick swipe of this liner. You can instantly apply this. There's no wait time, no mess. Absolutely obsessed with these. I will link these below. They also have magnetic options too if you are a magnetic lash girl, but these Lashies, game changers. So we're going to do our lips next. This is the Dragon Beauty Lip Job Liner. I believe this is like the medium brown color. I trashed the box and it doesn't look like it says on the actual packaging, but it is that color right there. And then the cool part about the lip job liner is that it did come with a sharpener. I feel like you can never have too many sharpeners when it comes to lip liners because you lose them. They're so small, you lose them. So I'm really glad that they sent one with the packaging. But we're gonna go ahead and pop this on. These are so creamy. I want them in every shade, and actually I want her to come out with more shades because I really enjoy this pencil. Not to mention, y'all know I'm obsessed with the NYX lip liners. Look at this size difference. Look at how freaking big they are, and I've already sharpened this. So like 10 out of 10 recommend. Definitely worth the money. So good. They're actually not that expensive either. So we're gonna go ahead and overline just a little bit. All right, and then for our lips today, we're going in with my tried and true, the Tarte Juicy Lips. I freaking love these things. Absolutely love them. They are so hydrating. They offer a great amount of pigment that's not too much, too heavy. And the color range is great. So I'm going to use this shade Coconut today. It's going to be a little bit more warm. And look at that. It's so dang good. Tarte knew what they did when they came out with these suckers because I'm addicted now. All right, you guys, that is it for this look. I will link everything below for you guys. I feel like it was a toss-up between some new things that have come out, some BoxyCharm favorites, some of my things that I still love from Arbonne. But all in all, this is kind of my go-to everyday makeup routine. Sometimes I will switch up my Juicy Lip and use Orchid. Actually, I use Orchid a whole lot. But then every now and then I will go back and forth to Coconut. So those are my two favorite shades from Tarte. So I will link and tag everything below that I can for you guys. If y'all like this video and want to see more like this, comment below, let me know. And make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.